Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the AV podcast. This is your host, Jan, and I have my co-host here, Ray. How are you doing, Ray?
Good, good. How's everybody
Today
doing
will
today?
be our pilot of our what's it called? Our video, first face video podcast.
Face reveal.
Face reveal and shit. Even though they can see our faces on the other channel, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
But what do we have today for the show?
Today we're going to be talking about a very interesting story that happened a few years ago. I don't know. Today was like that, or a couple days ago was the anniversary of it. The anniversary of Sky King.
Sky King. So who was this character, Sky King? Me and Ray we're reading the article and watching some, I guess, like a video of what happened to him. And it's funny that they named him the Sky King and shit. Reminds me of Elliot Rogers and shit. But I guess we can talk about it too.
Yeah.
So what's up with this character?
So long story short, this guy, I guess he was really depressed, and he was like a baggage handler at the Seattle Tacoma International Airport. And I guess he like kind of taught himself how to fly planes on like a simulator or something on a video game.
Uh-huh.
And
on Grand
so,
Theft Auto San Andreas.
yeah. So one day he ends up just like stealing one of the airplanes out of the hangars. Well, I don't know whether they're loading it up or something, or maybe it was off to the side. But he ends up stealing it. Like the military goes after him, and then he's just like doing tricks and joking around on the radio with like I don't know, whoever's talking to him, the military or the air traffic control. And then he ends up like doing a bunch of tricks in it, and then he ends up crashing and like killing himself.
At least he went on a
in a blaze of glory,
style,
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
style.
I know. He's gonna be a legend, or he's
I
legendary.
guess he already is. He's gonna be. He's already is.
He
Well,
already
that's
is,
the thing.
yeah.
Like, there's sometimes. I mean, it's always like a controversial topic to talk about. Like, I guess depression and suicide and stuff like that. Like in this case, but it's part of reality. It just happens. Like
A lot of people.
It is what it is. A lot of people. But I always say, if like there's like somebody outside of the building and they're on the edge, like there's a jumper. I don't know. I think I'll be canceled because instead of saying like, don't do it, I'll be like, do a flip, like Bender from Futurama. And
I mean, this guy did it literally. Like he literally did some like barrel rolls and shit.
Look what I can do, mommy. But anyways, I guess what we're trying to say is that if you're gonna go out with style. But that's an interesting topic to talk about, like depression. Like, does it say the article what he was facing through, or any givens, or was he under medication, or he just like one day he decided to do that?
According to Wikipedia, Richard Russell. According to Wikipedia, Richard Russell was a Horizon Air Ground Service agent from Sumner, Washington. He was part of a tow team, which repositions the aircraft around the airport. A supervisor described Russell as a quiet guy who was well liked by the other workers. But during his communication with air traffic control, Russell made a complaint about wages, stating, "The minimum wage will chalk it up to that. Maybe that will grease some gears a little bit with the higher ups." So he's probably had money issues for sure. Also, he was already like 30. He was like our age, or he was like 29, and working a dead end job. He was probably pretty like depressed over that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, who wouldn't be? I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
are we all,
right?
are we all depressed because we're in our 30s? We haven't made shit. We've just been fucking around. But that is interesting, and also, I guess when you hear these stories, like you can relate because everybody goes through that, and I guess there's a good side and a bad side of that because one, you're a loser, right? But second, I guess you find out that you're not alone. Like there's a million of like people that haven't made it, or they're in a tough spot.
It's actually most people. I think like the average American makes like $40,000 a year. That's like $20 an hour.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Yeah.
I guess the problem is social media and your surroundings, because you always have the perception that everybody's making it, it's better than you or making it, bigger. But just go around like your circle, like your social circle, and you'll find out that that's not very the case. Either they're kind of the same level as you, or they're just a little bit above you, or most of the cases they're like below you. They're like freaking homeless and stuff like that. Like actually, I have friends, or yeah, I guess they're more like acquaintances now, but they really fell down low. So, and some of them they haven't broke out of the, I don't know, out of the hood, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah, I have a friend that actually I have a few friends that they're still keeping it real, man.
Hey, I mean,
Still protecting the block, you know.
at least they haven't sold out, you know.
That 7-Eleven corner, somebody has to protect that corner, man. That's our corner. But yeah, it's like sometimes it's like a little annoying, but yeah. So I don't know. I guess if you're going through stuff, or you're struggling, or you think that everybody's going ahead, or I don't know, just getting more ahead of you, the chances are that they're not. And also you're comparing yourself with social media stories, and not only like beauty and freaking lifestyle, because they always post on their stories that, oh, look at my life, oh, look how good I'm doing, oh man, I'm having breakfast on a yacht, oh shit. You're comparing yourself to like the 1% of Americans here that, yeah, they do have that luxury, but not all of us. Most of us, and even those people, they post segments, and it's like they save some, like they go on a trip and they probably record like a bunch of clips, and they just post it like one a day or something like that. So
Yeah.
not necessarily they having like the biggest happiest day of their life every day. They just like us, they have days that are just boring, that you're not doing anything, and that
Yeah.
normal days. So it has to do a lot with social media and stuff like that. Not only like the looks aspect, but also the lifestyle, and also that you should be at some certain level by now when you reach 30 or late 20s or stuff like that. Even some people that are already 40 and they still haven't figured it out.
I know a couple of those.
Yeah, I know a few acquaintances too. Not really friends, but just people that I know through friends and stuff like that, or through coworkers. And yeah, they're still trying to figure it out. And I'm like, sure, you're kind of running out of time, buddy. No pressure though. No pressure.
No pressure. Hey man, your life has as much purpose as a freaking bird flying around taking a shit. So I mean,
Pretty much. Also, you never guarantee that maybe you could,
you could die tomorrow. Like
tomorrow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing's
You have all
guaranteed.
these plans and stuff like that, and you die tomorrow. Somebody runs you over and shit. I don't know if I sent you that video of,
Wait, which one?
Nah, video. I guess. Actually, I sent you two videos, and they're not funny, but it's like too graphic. Of remember that crash? Of
Oh yeah.
that
Okay, I know
lady
which
in
one.
LA
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
shit. And recently there was like something that video of
In Chicago?
like, people
They're
getting
like
run over in
fighting,
Chicago.
and then some car just runs them all down. Like,
Yeah, I'm like, fuck, dude.
Come on, man.
Which at that point, because I was analyzing, it's like, fuck, who's at fault? But if you analyze the video, it was a green light, and it's like dark, and I don't know if like he had his.
I don't know if they hit
High beams or
them
something?
on purpose though, as maybe they were like part of the fight or something.
It could be, but
Yeah.
it seemed like you cannot go. Also, that the driver was speeding, like you can't.
Yeah, he was going fast.
Yeah, he was going fast. He was at least going 60 or 70. So,
Yeah.
but I guess if he gets a lawyer, he can argue that it was dark. They were in the middle of the street and the light was green. So who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. But back to my original point, you never know when you're gonna go.
Yeah.
So yeah, just be careful.
There's a saying in Latin. It's memento mori. It's like one day you will die. It's like a reminder that you know, like your time is finite. It's
Oh,
limited. Yeah, your time is limited.
It's like the podcast we were talking about the other day.
What are we talking about? I don't
It got
remember.
ruined. Remember, we were talking. One of the points we were making is not the difference, but if you believe that what was it? Destiny.
Oh,
it's
that's right.
Like destiny.
Free will and free
versus
choice.
Free will. Yeah, free will versus destiny and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it goes into that like you think you're free, but you actually are not free. Everything's destined, or you do have a a determined future, which is death. It was going there. So
One day you will die.
one day you're gonna die. Like in the
Oh,
report.
I was gonna say, going back to the Sky King. Apparently, they think he had like mental health issues because he had a bunch of concussions from playing football when he was in high school and college. So
Oh, that's true.
yeah, that
but-
can
Although, yeah, I mean, it could be correlated to that, but also, there's like a lot of cases that they conduct suicide and stuff like that, or people are in depression, and not necessarily because they suffer from concussion. So I'll have to look at the studies and,
yeah.
of that, but maybe it could be a factor, but maybe it's just like.
Or at least that was just like one of the theories.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Well, actually, I don't know too much about this character, but it's just funny that he taught himself how to fly a plane playing video games. Something you just feel like, fuck, like, can't make this shit up, people. Can't make this shit up.
Yeah, right. Here's one line from the article. Horizon Air CEO Gary Beck stated that as far as the company knew, Russell did not have a pilot's license. Beck said that the aerial maneuvers were, quote, incredible, and that he did not know how Russell achieved the experience that he did. During his conversation with air traffic control, Russell said he knew what he was doing a little bit because he had experience playing video games. Oh, wow.
He probably play Star Fox 64. Take care of the guy behind me, Fox.
I don't know.
He gets
That and Grand Theft Auto. It's the only thing I ever flew planes in.
Nah, I forget you didn't play Star Fox 64.
No, I think I did.
I think there's a character called Peppy. He's like a rabbit on some
Do a
shit.
barrel roll.
Yeah, do
Yeah.
a barrel. Hey, what's the big idea? Slippy. Anyways, yeah, I think that's it's a little humoristic. I mean, it's dark humor, but it's a little funny.
I know he's
It's just-
a legend though. He's a legend. Like,
He's a legend.
people will never forget him.
He's gonna go on my list of like legends next to King
Nice.
Samuels and shit.
And I think I heard about this story a couple of years ago, but it was like his anniversary. I think that's a couple of days ago. That's how it started popping back up. Like I saw it on social media.
It reminds me of Elliot Rogers. Remember him?
Oh, Elliot Rogers.
Yeah, I mean he went on a different path, but like,
Yeah, his is a little different though. His was like, because this dude was married and he had like a, Elliot Rogers.
Oh, he was
like,
married?
Yeah, he was married.
Like Sky King?
Yeah, Sky King. Sky
Oh,
King.
shit.
Yeah, he was married, and then he even said too, like when he was having his last conversation with air traffic control, he's like, "Yeah, a lot of people are gonna be sad about that I did this and so shit." So I was like, "Oh man."
Especially the people who are gonna have to clean up after me.
Oh no. Oh man.
I always say if you're gonna do it, or however you're gonna do it, which hopefully we shouldn't. If you're gonna do it, like don't make a mess. Just I don't know.
Well, he didn't hurt anybody else, at least. I mean,
Nah, but somebody has to clean the
I know.
airplane, get the freaking black box and shit.
yeah. Aftermath. In the days after the crash, cleanup and recovery crews contracted by Alaska Airlines and their insurers removed debris off the island where he crashed.
Mm.
Residents of the island bore some of the costs for cleaning up, and negotiations were initiated for reimbursement by Alaska Air's insurance company. Aircraft was worth $30 million, all of which was paid under the company's insurance policy with
Insurance
no
policy,
deductibles.
yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Well, yeah, I don't think probably he couldn't get help. Well, also he was talking about he wasn't making that much and he had all this pressure. Probably he had like demons with him too. So I understand. Fuck.
Yeah.
It's like it's so taboo to talk about it, but once you actually like how do I put this? Like being on the spectrum of that with depression and all that, you understand. You're like, yeah, fuck it. There's no other way. And a lot of people fuck. Okay, fuck it. We're gonna go through. We're gonna get into this shit.
Oh, here it comes.
Here it comes.
Here we go.
All right, there. If you wanna too sensitive, fucking click away. No, but it's like, at some point, people romanticize like suicide and stuff like that, which probably I'm gonna have to blip out the word because it's like Voldemort. You say it and fucking Voldemort appears and shit. They say, "Oh, don't say that word." And shit. No, but some people like romanticize suicide. Well, not necessarily romanticize, but the like a lot of people don't know exactly what you're going through. Like those people that are suffering from depression and stuff like that, and then they come up with the decision of, you know, the ultimate decision of freedom, which is become nothingness. Then you so you cannot really fully understand, one, because you're not them. You cannot know exactly what they're going through, what they're thinking, how their brain works, and what ticks them. Like they think like, oh, you just take medication, just focus on something, just do this, do that, get a girlfriend, get a job, blah blah. But it's not necessarily that. It's like it's kind of like bipolarity in a way that you get it, but by not by getting angry, but by getting sad, and it just happens out of nowhere. Like you could be at Disneyland and everything, like having an ice cream, best time of your life, and then bam, like you just switch.
There it is.
So so one is that like you can never fully understand. Now the only thing they say is like medication and blah blah, and I mean maybe medication works, but sometimes people use that to actually end it. There's a lot of cases where people, you know, they just do it with pills and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So medication, and then they say like talk to someone and stuff like that. And I mean, yeah, and it's true, like, you know, talking actually helps a lot, but sometimes there's cases and people that it just doesn't work, you know. They're going
like untreatable.
Yeah, it's like untreatable. Like an example I can give from experience is that I went to therapy.
Oh, you have?
Oh yeah, dude, fucking.
Oh really? Damn, I never gone.
Yeah, since high school.
Oh wow.
And I went through therapy, and the thing is that one, it's expensive. So I understand like why he probably couldn't get help, because it's expensive. Like, and that's when they really put like how much your life is worth, right? Like I guess there is some. No, wait, stay with me. Like it's like, oh yeah, you should talk to someone. Yeah, you're important, but if you don't pay it, sorry, I can't help you. You know,
your credit card gets declined at the therapist.
Yeah, like right there, the therapist was like, sorry, yeah. They
start like bad mouthing you, talking shit to you.
Yeah, like
they undo it.
Cruel. Yeah, it's like you're important as much as your credit card goes, you know. So, and that's the thing. That's like the reality. Like people say like, because a lot of people, they say like, yeah, talk to someone, get, you know, that better help, or those freaking apps and stuff like that. Yeah, get help, but you need a subscription and stuff like that. Yeah. And if you don't have it, then, you know, what? Nobody's gonna listen to you. On top of that, maybe there's some funded programs, but actually, I'm not sure if they're also free. Maybe it goes through your insurance and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. Like when I was looking for, and actually I did my homework and I was looking for free counseling, I couldn't find it. And if there is, it's really hard to get, or, you know, and you need to be, I don't know if you need like a court order, or I don't know, something like that, or whatever, that's free, or you need to go to kind of like getting food stamps, like you need to be qualified or something like that. So that's the thing. Maybe there is, and also there's the hotline, but I guess like you call the hotline every time you're getting that. And the thing is, here's another thing that people, when they say that they go to therapy or to talk to someone, is that you either find a good therapist and you stick with him, or I don't know, because I made the mistake of switching different therapists, and one is because I didn't really feel connected with those therapists, and that's the thing. Like, I guess you're trying to find for some connection so you can make sense out of things. And if you keep switching therapists, this is what I noticed, that you had to start from the beginning because they need to diagnose you and understand and, you know, understand your whole story so they can evaluate you and tell you.
That's why I've kept the same doctor for like the last 10 years, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Just my primary care doctor. Kind of the same thing. They have to build like a. They have to get to know you a little bit, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But then at the end of the day, it sounds a little sad, but if you don't have enough money, he cannot help you. It's not like you become friends with that doctor. He's just a doctor. He's just there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a little dark because in the end, actually, nobody fucking cares about you. And that's the problem. And I mean, and it's not like somebody should. I mean, I don't know. Like,
it's a dog eat dog world, you know.
Yeah, like everybody's responsible for their own destiny. Unfortunately, you know, you get in trouble or you get some demons, and it's really hard to get them out of your system or your body. But so that's what I'm saying. Like, because that was like one of the problems I used to face when I used to go or switch counselors and stuff like that, therapists. That I was like, I will get to know how like 3-4 sessions and we already went through the past phase because they always want to know like, oh, so tell me about this, tell me about your parents. They always want to go like to like your past, and I'm like, no, I want to deal with the things that I'm going right now.
No, not again.
No, right now.
I don't want to hear it again. You can't make me go.
It's like a video game. It's like a video game without a memory card, literally.
That's like me. That's like me dating a girl. You know, like every time you start from scratch.
Yeah, exactly. It's like everything. Like freaking a job, fucking. If you're trying to work your way up and shit, you know, you gotta start over. If you're in school or you switch, if you switch majors, you have to start over.
That's the worst.
Freaking, if you get into a relationship, you gotta start over, and if you get into a different therapist, you need to start over. And I don't want to start over. I want to pick up where I'm at. Same thing with a new relationship. It's like, yeah. Can we pick up to the phase where you're already making me,
can we skip
making me a sandwich? And can we skip to the part where you're already making me a sandwich? But that's the thing. Now, here's the thing that nobody likes to talk about, and the thing that everybody gets sensitive. Now, who usually is the people that are telling you not to do it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you're not alone, it should be your close relatives, family, friends, and stuff like that. However, and it's pretty dark, so you might want to turn this podcast off because this is me telling you that there's no Santa Claus. Okay. Now, there's a case or whatever of somebody that is really struggling. There's nothing going on. He can't snap out of it, and he's just in pain. And at some point, you're like, I'm just in pain. There's no way out. Fuck it. So, who are you to tell him what to do? Just because you either want to feel better about yourself of trying to save someone, even though you have to deal with your own life and it's normal. You have to deal with your own problems. You cannot be there like 24/7. And second, you just want to have him there. Like, you know, it's one of those selfish things. And it's not that you're selfish. I mean, you do care, but at some degree it's a little bit selfish that you can't let that person go, even though they already made up their mind and choice and the decision. You know, at the end of the day, everybody's free to do whatever they want in the grand scheme of things. That's why we have freedom of will.
Yeah.
And it's your decision to, decide whatever you want to decide. So, I mean, it's hard and it's tough and it's a hard red pill to swallow, but who's the selfish one? The one who does it, or the ones who want to keep him and still be in pain? It's like if you have like an older person that is sick and is just in pain, and you're just like just unplug them, or you want to keep him plugged just because you want to feel better about yourself. It's one of those. So
yeah,
not necessarily the same, but the principle is kind of the same. So that's my thought on it. So it's not like Sky King did a good thing, but maybe for him,
I can see where he's coming from.
Yeah. That's what I'm
I
saying.
can see where
Like
he's coming from.
I can relate. So
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah, I've never been to a therapist, so I'm gonna try that. That's my next thing I'm gonna try.
It does help, but I can see how sometimes it doesn't help. So, so I've seen both sides. So I'm just telling you.
Well, I do have an appointment with a psychiatrist. I think I told you. I'm gonna see a psychiatrist tomorrow.
Oh,
see if he can
let me know.
Help me out. Yeah.
But you know what? I haven't had psychiatrists, and this is where, well, I don't know. I never had a male psychiatrist. So.
Oh, mine's a guy.
Yeah, maybe
he had really good. He had really good reviews too. So I had to wait like a long time, like 2 months, to get an appointment with him. So.
Oh man. Oh, and that's another thing. Like if you're going through an episode, you're like, yeah, in 2 weeks. You're like, fucking. I'm thinking of ending it right now. I need help right now.
Yeah, I call it. I'm like, hey, like it's trying to see if you guys are taking new patients, and the lady's like, yeah, but you're about 16. There's 16 patients ahead of you, so if you could just leave your name and number, we'll get back to you. I'm like, okay. And then they finally called back like last week. It was like a month and a half ago, I think I called, or maybe 2 months.
They leave you a message like, "Hi, we hope you're still there." And it's a bot.
It's too late, lady. I'm already gone.
It's not even a person. It's just a bot. It's like a recorder. It's like, "Hi, we hope you're still there. We just want you to know that."
Hi, this is Dr. Moon's virtual assistant.
Anyway, so at the end of the day, you gotta have a laugh and shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I ever die, just fuck it, just like
throw a party.
throw a party, like fuck it, just remember my biggest quotes, make fun of me and shit. You know, it's okay. I'm already dead, so I don't care.
I think in China they like hire strippers when you die or something. Is it China?
Nah, not really. I don't think so.
There's some other country where they it's like a celebration when you die. Like they celebrate your life. They hire like strippers and shit. And seems like a good time.
Yeah.
Maybe it's Thailand or something. I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I always say one, throw a party, or I don't know, have like a event, like a party event and stuff. Just have my photo there. Second, I don't want a religion freaking ceremony and all that crap. Like it's just boring. Cause we had the funeral, well, like the memoirs of my little sister, and I'm like, Jesus Lord, I can't. Like we have like a religious ceremony every now and then to make the prayers and stuff like that, and I'm like, oh Lord, I always get there late. Show
up late, leave early.
yeah, pretty much. And I'm like, she didn't even like this. That's what I'm saying. Like, she didn't even like that. Like, she just liked partying and, well, not like partying, but just hanging out with her friends and stuff like that. She never went to church. Like, never.
Yeah, I know.
So that's what I'm saying. Just do what you want her to do, not what you think you should do and stuff like that. And that's what I'm saying with me too. Like, just fuck it, just throw a party and crack some jokes. Actually, order the fight. Order the
there
fight.
You go.
On my funeral, fucking order the fight. I swear. And put a photo, like, look at me at the fucking screen and shit. Like, oh shit, oh, fucking, I got knocked down.
Take your corpse out of the freaking casket and prop you up. Freaking.
Oh, like, and then, like, after 7 years, once my whole body gets, like, decayed and all of my flesh is gone, take me out and somebody should sell my skull. Like, that'll be kind of cool.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know? Like, fucking, and then engrave it, like, Juan or some shit like that. Or Jan. Whatever my name.
Nah, I want to be cremated. They can cremate me. I'm cool with that.
I don't want to be cremated.
Make sure I'm dead. Like, well, I might come back. Imagine they bury you like and you weren't really dead. Like
I put you in the furnace and I just start hearing, ah! And I'm like, oh shit.
I guess he was. I
think she was just sleeping. And then you're like, what happened to waking up with a cold bucket of water and shit? A nice bucket. And then they're like, get him out. And I'm, nah, just fucking let him die.
Yeah, at least with the furnace is like, at least they take care of it. It's like, they finish me off, you know?
Yeah,
I don't want to be in the ground and like freaking slowly suffocating or whatever.
No, the thing is, like, if you're in the furnace and all of a sudden we stop you, it's like all his flesh is burned down. He's just gonna be a
Yeah. And hey, did you ever see like this photo? It was like in Japan in the 80s they had like a nuclear meltdown, and this one guy got close to it.
Wait, in the 80s or I don't remember
in the 80s, when. Yeah, there is a photo.
No, is it in the 80s or Fukushima?
I don't remember. It was pretty old.
Uh-huh.
But this worker got too close to it and he got, radiation poisoning, and then they tried to keep him alive for some reason. And there's a photo and he's just like he literally looks like a skeleton with like a little bit of meat on it, and he was like strapped up onto a freaking it's horrible. It's like it like haunts my freaking nightmares and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I ever reach that point, just shoot me. Like
yeah.
I mean, fuck that shit. I wouldn't want to be cremated. But also I wouldn't want to be buried with a casket. Like I just want to get buried on the, like old school, like just in the dirt, and become one with the earth and shit. And then maybe put a tree on top of me and it grows oranges or aguacates and shit.
Yeah, they dig you up early to like they have to move you or something, and you're like all freaking full of worms and maggots and shit coming out of your face.
Oh yeah.
Your credit card got declined from the from the burial service, so they gotta take you out.
You gotta take you out, buddy. It's like, goddamn. Let me rest in peace, Lord Jesus. But yeah. Anyway, so Sky King, we miss you.
You're a legend.
You're a legend. You'll be awfully missed, and I'm pretty sure by your loved ones. So a moment of silence for Sky King. There you have it.
Okay.
And yeah, pretty well. Not saying pretty cool, but some maneuvers, and then at the end of the day, boom,
some tricks.
Some tricks.
I bet it was instant too. I'm pretty sure he died like instantly. So.
Oh yeah, that
for sure.
I mean, you're probably going at 400 miles an hour, and like your nerve reception, like of pain, is not that fast. Like even when I broke my hand or my wrist before, and I didn't even felt it. I just heard the thing. So yeah, you don't really feel it. I mean, I'm not saying I've done it. So, but I don't think you're not in pain. It's like
goes black
less than a second. Yeah, in a second, boom, you're done. So yeah, pretty much. Anyways, so it reminds me of Elliot Rogers, but Elliot Rogers went on a different path and totally different. But
that should be our next cast. Talking about Elliot Rogers.
Yeah, actually, let's leave it for another one. That's for more like Psycho Minds, because this one is.
This guy was
yeah, Elliot Rogers he's just like a bad memory.
Elliot Rogers was like a freaking angry virgin. This guy was just different. Like, yeah.
Well, the thing is, Elliot Rogers wasn't looking for like to end it. He was like he became, I don't know, fucking evil and shit, or
cry for help or something. I don't know.
Nah, it's just frustration.
Actually, I take it back because he was like in therapy and all that stuff. Oh damn it! Now we're gonna go down this path. Now we better hold it for the next episode.
On the next episode. No, actually, we should dedicate a podcast on mental health and the crazies and stuff like that. And it's like the school shooter too and shit like that. So.
Oh yeah.
Those are like, it's like chaos. It's random. You cannot really identify, and if you do, there's nothing you can do until they commit the crime. I was having a discussion with my buddies about this because they're parents too, and it's concerning, but at the end of the day, it's like, fuck, what do you do,
Yeah.
So I guess arm securities in schools, but I mean, someone will run away.
I know, like
Yeah.
I like that one that just happened.
Yeah, and they're like, should we go in? Nah, just wait an hour.
Yeah, that's wait an hour.
So sometimes you gotta bust in like Bruce Willis style, Fuck it. yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, and then go and shit. But anyways, what's next on the G&D?
We were talking about an article I found about how a lot of people are like going to Mexico to do remote work. Because it's a lower cost of living, plus they're keeping their American salaries, and some of them are making like 6 figures.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Combine that with the lower cost of living, like they're living over there like kings.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I've been telling everybody for years, and everybody disses me. I stopped promoting Mexico too. Just more space for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like back then it was like yeah, go visit Mexico, go rent over there, work over there. I mean, if you're remote or what are those called? The other ones? It's a remote worker and
they call them or they're referring to them as like digital nomads.
Nomads.
Like freelance workers.
Yeah, freelance workers.
Yeah.
Or if you're retired too. Like if you're retired.
Oh, that too. Yeah.
Yeah. So the dollar runs more over there. And I was always promoting Mexico, and everybody was dissing like, no, dangerous, full of cartel, fucking gonna get my head chopped off and shit. I'm like, yeah, I mean that's true.
You're technically not wrong.
Technically not wrong, but all I'm saying is that it's cheaper. And now I'm the opposite. Now I like don't promote Mexico. Like if they say, they always ask me like, hey, is Mexico safe? And I'm like, nah, you shouldn't go. You should stay here.
I was reading that like the locals are getting pissed off at the people freaking migrating there.
Oh yeah, go back to your country.
Go back to your country.
Start building a wall and shit. Yeah, I was looking at the article and a video you sent me, and yeah, I can see why people are getting pissed off, because it's like now like a hotspot of, I guess, well, not tourists, but Americans, workers, because they're not really tourists. They're already living there. So
yeah,
I can see what they're doing, because pretty much they're pushing you out. I don't know if it relates to some of the, I guess, what they did to the natives here, but not really. Yeah, I'm not sure. Actually, that's sort of happening in Santa Ana too, because house pricing. Oh no, that's happening in California overall, right? That's why a lot of people are leaving. There's a lot of people. Oh, they always say like, oh, a lot of people are leaving California because of the. It's like they're not leaving. They got kicked out. it's like yeah. Actually, California's I think it's the best state of the whole nation. That's my opinion, because the weather
has the best freaking geography. Like,
yeah,
it's everything.
Did you know that California is the 5th? I guess state, or whatever you want to call it, that like the richest, that we make more money than countries like California.
Oh, like one of the biggest economies.
Yeah, and yeah, I understand that you want to leave or you got kicked out, but it's like, where are you gonna go? Yeah, you're gonna go somewhere cheaper, but there's no commerce. Like what's their I forget the financial terms and economic terms, but pretty much wherever you go, the chances are there's not a lot of businesses or commerce, and you cannot make like a business. I mean, now with the revolution of working remote, maybe, but that's just some jobs. It's not like all of them. You still need to go to the office. You still need to go and do manual labor and stuff like that, or blue collar and such. So yeah, I don't know. Anyways, going back to Mexico, is it good? Probably not. Is it fair? Not really, but it's capitalism, baby.
People are gonna take advantage of it. So.
Yeah, and Mexico is no victim of that shit either, because who's raising up the prices? Mexicans. It's not freaking foreigners. Actually, they're scamming the foreigners because it's probably they sort of remodel the buildings and stuff like that. But some of those buildings, wherever the area and the neighborhood, the community where they're settling,
Yeah.
it's old architecture and old buildings, and I mean they just sort of sometimes Mexico, they just fix the exterior, but you know they haven't really fixed the interior, the piping and all that shit. So I don't know. So they're sort of scamming the foreigners because they're raising the prices, and at the same time they're affecting the locals. Yeah. So it's not entirely. I mean, I guess the article and stuff like that, the people that are complaining, they're sort of
They took our jobs.
they're taking our jobs and they're taking our benefits too.
Happens everywhere with everybody, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, yeah, it's not fair, but it is what it is. It's not foreigners doing this shit. It's Mexicans raising the price. So tell them something to them. It's like I guess that video that you sent me, there was like a family that they've been making memelas or tortas their whole life and shit, and now they got evicted because they cannot afford the rent.
Yeah.
They should work something out with the landlord. You know, the landlord's probably Mexican, but
Yeah,
he doesn't
exactly.
care. Yeah, he doesn't care. I'm
So
like,
sold his people out.
I don't care about you. I don't care your fucking legacy of memelas. Shit. I want my money, baby. So yeah, it's reality, baby. What you want to do? So the same thing happens here. The same thing happens in California. Like fucking, you buy a house and you get a good price and you have a high down payment and stuff like that, and you as your second property and you rent it to pay the mortgage. And let's say your mortgage is only like $100, you're still gonna rent it for like $3,000 or something like that a month. So yeah, I don't know. And also, yeah, just living. That's another I guess not bad thing or good thing, that we're too many, and they should just they should not promote but legalize abortion. We're just too many, baby.
Hey,
Nah.
you're preaching to the choir there, man.
I mean, I don't know.
Here's the numbers down here.
Oh. I don't know. I'm saying somebody's planning something. There's a bad guy at the end. Somebody's planning the whole thing.
I saw some other article that like Gen Z or maybe it's millennials too are like increasing their vasectomies, and it's like, hey, you need a vasectomy for.
Freaking new kids are. I don't know, man.
Oh man, you better censor that part out because
Fool's scared. Oh man. Yeah.
Sorry, audience, though. That's a joke. I'm joking. For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Oh right, okay, yeah. I'll say sorry. I get it. Oh man.
Oh, good times.
Maybe that would be a perfect time to go to commercials. During the edition and shit. And now for commercials and shit like that. Oh man, I turned off my AC and I'm sweating like a pig.
I left it on. Freaking electricity bill's like $400.
Yeah.
But
so
I know soon it'll cool off, right?
how
How about that? How about that climate change?
No, actually we're going on the opposite way. It's another thing too. Like I'm pretty sure nobody's denying climate change anymore. But the thing is that the problem I have with the argument is, yeah, now we're like, yes, fucking climate change is happening. Yes. But now what do we do? You know, and we still need gas and to burn fossil fuels because you're
kind of need to.
you're so eager to cry global warming, but you still post shit on your social media, and that creates, you need electricity for that. So technically, you give out the whole thing, you know. So
It's kind of funny, like they're promoting electric cars, but the power grid still run off like fossil fuels. So it's like,
yeah,
what are
that's
you
I'm
using
saying.
to charge your electric car? I mean, it's like,
I think what they should do, and I think Michio Kaku was talking about it, that science will
Figure it
we'll
out.
eventually fix it. We'll figure it out. And there was like wasn't there like a machine, or somebody was working on a machine that converts takes out the carbon monoxide out of the air or something like that.
yeah, they're working on stuff like that.
Yeah, so if I was running the country or something, and also it's not only the country, it's the whole world. Everybody needs to be on the same page, but other countries they still pollute. So
I think India and China are like, they pollute more than
Yeah.
the U.S.
Mexico
and-
too and shit.
yeah.
So I don't know.
Actually,
And-
that stuff doesn't even worry me. It's the freaking plastic in the ocean. That's the worst one. Like,
why?
because it's screwing up like all the sea,
Ecosystem?
yeah, the ecosystem in the ocean. It's killing like off fish, and they're like, they'll cut open fish and they'll find that there's like microplastics in the fish.
Oh really?
Yeah, and those plastics are considered like endocrine disruptors, so it
Mhm.
can like screw up your hormones and cause cancer and cause all these kinds of health problems and stuff.
Oh shit.
And it's like everywhere too.
I know that's a fact, but we've also dumped radioactive fucking material in the
That's
ocean.
true. I think the plastics like I think it's getting worse. So
Well, haven't they started an initiative where there's boats that clean up the ocean or something like that?
yeah, I think
I've
so.
seen some. So.
The one that I thought was cool is they made a bacteria that like eats the plastic.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
hopefully
really?
that, yeah, we'll have to look that up.
Oh.
Plastic eating bacteria.
Yeah. So. I guess that. Yeah. I mean, we'll figure it out. It's just a matter of what exactly we're gonna do and when are we gonna do it. And I guess we have a time limit, because if we reach a certain degree of heat, it's like the no turning back.
Oh yeah.
But then again, the opposite argues, the opposite pole, or wherever you want to call it, argues that the Earth has gone through way worse changes,
Events, yeah.
events, and it still settles down. So, and it's not like the Earth is gonna die. It's just
We'll die.
humanity. Yeah, we'll die. But you know what? We're too. I think we already surpassed the stage of that nature can kill us. You know, it will be bad, but it won't be as. We'll still survive, like a few of us. I predict that there's gonna be a lot of. Well, the Earth's gonna get hotter, so a lot of skin cancer, mostly probably cancer, a lot of high blood pressure, heat strokes, and oh, you know what too? We could get sterile because heat kills sperm, right? So,
Yeah.
but then again, people in
I think the
Middle
plastic is like lowering our sperm counts too, because it's throwing off
Ah,
our like hormones
shit.
and stuff.
Oh shit! I knew it. Well, it does say so in the Bible. Man will kill itself.
Shoot.
I think I read it, and
I don't know, but I mean, it's cool. Like, I had a good time.
Yeah.
Still bad for the younger generations, and the ones who are gonna suffer the most, I think.
But the thing is that there won't be any generations that will
Oh, yeah, well,
become
there
all
you go.
sterile.
That's
So
true.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Did you ever
I
watch
think-
Did you ever watch Children of Men movie?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, such a good movie.
I know.
Ah, I love that
I need to
movie.
rewatch it because
I rewatched
we
it
should
like yeah, we should. I think I watched it maybe like 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That was,
Your
that
first
was
time?
good. No, I rewatched it.
Oh, I see. Yeah,
First
I
time-
watched it when.
I watched it when it came
No.
out. I think.
Yeah, me too. I watched it when it came out. Well, I rented the DVD. So.
Yeah. I
But,
think we watched it one time at Panasonic too. I think so. I
We
think we
should-
did.
We should rewatch it and do like movie
should.
reviews for.
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
podcasts and stuff like that.
Let's do it.
So, have you catch Nope, by any chance?
Nope. No.
Nope. It's
a
actually
horror
pretty
movie,
good.
right?
I liked it. Yes, but no, it's more of a thriller, suspense slash action, I will say.
Oh, that's the one you made a review on, right?
Yeah,
I'll have
but
to
in
watch
Spanish,
it.
so it's pretty good. We should do like movie reviews and some shows or some casts.
Yeah, we should
And
do it.
but yeah, eventually we'll figure it out. Um, yeah, I think we need to sort of get into. Oh, it'll be the end of freaking social life, I guess, or you know. But we need to find a way to replicate ourselves without intercourse. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Start growing kids, children from tubes and shit.
I'm sure they can.
Well, actually, they need to
Now what they?
create.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, they need to figure out how to create like uh uh technological no
I was gonna say they need to make it like the.
artificial
Yeah.
artificially create sperm. That's what I'm saying.
No, I was gonna say they need to make the Matrix. Like just make life like the physical world like fully automated and self-sustaining,
Mm-hmm.
and then to plug us all into the Matrix, and then we can do whatever we want in there. So our physical bodies will be protected by the automated like infrastructure, but we can do whatever we want in the Matrix universe.
Yeah, but it's sort of what's that law of reaction needs another reaction, or energy needs another source of energy, or something like that. If we all get plugged in, who's gonna run the whole thing outside?
That's why it has to be like controlled by like AI or
AI?
something. Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody needs to upgrade them or update them.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't reached that. Maybe. Well, another people are theorizing that our next evolution is gonna be mechanical, not biological. You know what I'm saying?
Transhuman or whatever they call it. Yeah, like we're gonna freaking upload our
Mhm.
consciousness into like the cloud.
Yeah, I think at that point we'll beat immortality. But then
Yeah.
again, immortality will become a problem because, yeah, it's yeah, you can grow math if you're immortal. It's like the whole universe is your cell, you know, your jail.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's another dilemma that you guys figured out.
You guys figured it out. Yeah.
I guess I can finish my the season of Friends that I never did, and catch up on George Lopez show.
I wonder how long it would take to do everything. Like to experience everything.
Well,
How long would
actually,
you
that's-
need? Maybe 100 years.
Nah. No. I think it's infinite because you need to multiply. Nah, a million years. Fuck no. It's too short. You need to multiply. You know when what is it, the equation of probability or something like that? It's how many probabilities or whatever are in 10 probabilities, so you have to multiply 10 by 10, which is
It's
100
like
or something like that.
exponential. It keeps freaking blowing up.
Yeah. So you have to quantify every single action and every single decision in the universe, and meaning from what is everything, and then quantify it, and then multiply it by itself, I would say. So, and then divide it by how many years and how much it will take. It'll be like a huge ass equation, but you'll probably reach infinity. So, yeah, you cannot do everything. So maybe that is a escape, a form of escape if you're immortal. So, but then you can probably manipulate time in the metaverse or the Matrix or wherever you're located, because
Virtual world. Yeah.
it's like your phone right now and your processor. It's doing what, a million or I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of calculations and processes at the same time, and in less than a second, something like that. So it's the speed of that, I guess.
Yeah.
Which I always wonder if that speed is faster than the speed of light. I mean, it's probably slower, but it's
I'd assume it's
pretty
slower.
fast.
Yeah.
It's like what's faster, thinking or the speed of light? Probably speed of light, right?
Probably speed of light.
I guess, but it's one of those. I don't know. I don't know if anybody has attacked those questions or dilemmas, or because if you can manipulate time in the Matrix or whatever, then you can run a million simulations in 1 second or 1 minute. So you can probably reach infinity or the limit at a faster pace, and then after that, what? So
It's beyond that.
to infinity and
man.
beyond.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff. So
Stuff
want to wrap it up?
guys. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
We're hitting
'cause
about the hour mark, so I think that's good.
Yeah, that's good. So
That was good, right?
there you have it.
Good conversation.
Make sure you guys subscribe to the AV podcast. Also subscribe to Ray's channel, which is 28 Rays Later, and Ray versus the World, which is urban exploring and a lot of cool stuff. And make sure you also check out my other channel, which is Jamshot, and also my website jamshot.com. I have comics. I have good stuff.
We're gonna start a meme page, so you guys should follow us.
Oh yeah, we'll keep you guys
We worked
posted
that out.
on the meme page, and make sure you check out our other social medias on Instagram. I'll put the links on the description below, and that's about it. And make sure you check out our other episodes and stuff like that. So yeah, anything
Please
you
do.
wanna say before we wrap it up?
Rest in peace, Sky King.
Oh, Sky King.
Rest in peace, Sky King.
Rest in peace.
Rest in
Sky
peace,
King.
Avicii.
You are a legend. Oh yeah. Anyways, so until next time, and
We're out.
we're out.